the world. We have somebody from Dubai, Ethiopia, from Dubai, the United States, India, and all that. And then we do understand to say the rights to a clean green, rights are interdependent. This means that the rights cannot survive without the other, right? We do understand what interdependent means. When we say human rights are interdependent, which means one cannot survive without the other, right? Is somebody getting me? Guys, let's speak up. We're children. Is somebody getting me? Thank you. So when we say rights are interdependent, this simply means one right cannot survive without the other, which means that if you don't have your right to food, you cannot enjoy your right to life. If you do not have this right, you cannot enjoy the next right. So the United Nations General Comment number 26 also outlines the relationships between different human rights. So we have the relationship between environment as well as education. Like for example, let me just give a basic example. A cyclone swept through Malawi. Is it last year or? I do remember a cyclone. Pardon? Yeah, there was I don't know if it's a cyclone, something that swept through Malawi. It was something like a tropical storm. Yeah, so something like that swept through Malawi, and schools were damaged, right? Which means the right to education was affected. So the General Comment number 26 also outlines the relationship between the right to a healthy environment as well as other fundamental human rights. Unfortunately, my time is up. I would have loved to explain more, but my time is up. So I would hand over to the MC.
Thank you very much. A special one. I thought you children, you have got special claps. Huh? Who can give us a special clap for him? A volunteer? Yes, we'll start with you. Please come to the front and help us clap for a fellow child. You can get up the podium.
We clap with the...
If you are on digital media platforms like Twitter, or it's not called Twitter anymore, it's called X. If you are on X, you go on X, you can use these hashtags: Children Climate Summit, hashtag Africa Fit for Children. Some organizations that you can tag at ESSA Save Children, at Save Children, Kenya, Mtoto News, TDH. We have East Africa Child Rights Network, Child Fund, Joining Forces Kenya, Plan, SOS, World Vision, GIZ, Kenya Airways, Africa Climate Summit as well. There are a few more. I think you should also tag the African Committee of Experts on the Rights and Welfare of the Child, because it's very important that what you are discussing here also reaches the people who are mandated to protect your rights as children. So having said that, I'm going to invite two special people to just welcome you formally, and so that they can also share solidarity with you. Then we proceed with the conversations. So I'm going to start with someone I consider to be the host, since we are in Nairobi, and then she will then invite also for more welcoming remarks Honorable Nanima from the African Committee of Experts. So Yvonne, please come and welcome the children, and then we proceed.
Good morning, boys and girls of Africa. Good morning, Professor Robert Nanima from the Africa Committee on Experts on the Right of the Children. Great that you could be with us. Now, coming back to the children, it's so fantastic to hear your contributions already this far, what you think about why you're here, and how you expect to participate, why this is your issue. So I see a lot of vibrant faces, and I'm quite hopeful that you'll have a successful meeting. My name is Yvonne Arunga. I'm the country director for Save the Children in Kenya, and I'm so happy to welcome you here as the future leaders of Africa, aren't you? Are you? Do you believe that your voice matters even now, even before you become a leader? Does it matter? Yes, it does. It really matters, and it was great to hear some of you say that you have the right to participate and you have the right to be heard, and all opinions matter. That's why you're here. So let's just remind ourselves very briefly as I welcome you into the meeting why it is important, this summit event, as we go into the main Africa Climate Summit, which starts next week. This climate issue, it is making things worse in Africa. You know, we were all is highest in Africa, right? Inequality is very high in Africa, right? If you look at yourselves, the children of Africa, if we look at how many of us as children can access good health and good education, we are already not doing so well compared to other parts of the world. Climate issues, guess what? It's making these things worse. Yeah? It is making it worse. So in communities, for instance, where because of climate issues, there's more drought, there's more floods, yeah, families are losing their incomes, you'll find that in those communities, there is more girl marriages, right? Children's marriages, right? And you'll find that maybe children are dropping out of school. So for you as children, this is something that is very critical, because you want to live in a clean, green environment, like has been said, but you also